Hi and welcome to Inside Line. This week we're looking at autonomous cars and free fuel for the life of your car. Yes, there is a catch. First up though is the Detroit Motor Show, the first major show for 2013. And Sal, there were some impressive cars there.
There were, Tobe. I mean, I was transfixed by the Stingray. I've always been transfixed by the Stingray, and it looked terrific.
Particularly in the metal, it really did stand out. Of course, a new Corvette only comes along about once every 10 years, and to revive that Stingray name was just incredible. So it's, but I reckon they've really lived up to the design. I guess the design you expect from it. The tail lights, I guess, were a bit controversial, going away from the circular ones. But
yeah, and I'm a big fan of the circular. But I thought they pulled it together really well. In fact, I thought quite a few of the American car makers pulled it together well.
You look over at something like the Honda NSX or Acura NSX, as they call it. This car, they've been teasing this thing for 4 or 5 years, a new NSX. Different concept cars. This one's getting a lot closer to the action. What do you think of it?
Yeah, look at the thing. I'm a big fan of Honda styling. I really am. Civic Type R was one of my favourite all-time things, and I think if they'd given it to those guys, I might have loved it a little bit more. I like it. I just don't think it's awesomely original.
Big wedge shape, though. It'll stand out on the road, and if it's anything like the original NSX, it'll reset the performance benchmark for that category.
Yeah, I will happily drive it, Toad. You can give it to me.
Fight you for the keys. Now, also at the Detroit Motor Show, the head of research and development at Mercedes-Benz said the brand would be the first with self-driving cars. Now, Sally, do you really want a car that takes control? You don't want anyone to control you.
No. Gonna say no, Tobe. I mean, look, when I'm in traffic and on the highway, I can see that, like, kicking back in your own little happy capsule is a good thing.
You know, I think there's a place for in peak hour traffic, pretty dull, pretty boring. I'd rather be doing something else. Most of the time, though, I think people enjoy driving, and that's sort of what Mercedes is saying. They're saying, well, early self-driving cars aren't really going to be take your hand off the wheel. It's going to be more about crash avoidance, trying to stop you having a pang.
I mean, let's be honest. You look around in traffic, how many people are already on their phone, diddling around, doing a text? It's so dangerous. So, you know, I actually almost think it's necessary to take a degree of the driver control out. Not for us, though.
But
for them.
Yeah, we're all fine. But
the punters.
But the negative with that is the more you, I guess, give people a safety net, the more they're going to rely on it.
They are.
Now, finally this week is a bold statement from electric car fledgling Tesla.
What a surprise, a bold statement from Tesla.
Well, they come out and do it, don't they?
They do.
Now, the fledgling Californian brand says it will provide free recharging for its cars for life, 10 years or more. And while the charging stations will be few and far between in Australia, Sal, it is a pretty tempting offer.
You know, my last trip out here, Tobe, I snuck into the Tesla design studio and saw stuff that made me so happy I wanted to cry with joy for the future of cars. Really, I think Elon Musk gets up the nose of everybody, but I really think he's a visionary. The way he's... Oh, Tobe, let me finish. Now, Tobe.
You go.
I mean, this whole concept of a supercharging station that does the car in 30 minutes, so bingo, way faster than everyone else. And now, hey, it's free, it's solar, like everything he's doing is what we all should be doing, but somebody else making it easy.
Does the business model stack up? And this is the issue. I mean, yeah, great if that all works, and if you can get around the world or around Australia doing that sort of thing. Charging stations that do that aren't going to be cheap. So how do they fund them? How do they keep them going, service them, all that stuff?
Their plan is that they have that real estate and then they sell it to Maccas and all the other people you're going to stop for anyway.
So hybrid cars, right?
Yeah.
Let's say there's a $5,000 or $10,000 premium on a hybrid car.
Yeah.
You calculate it out and say, okay, within 5 or 6 years I'm going to have paid that off. These things come with a massive premium, you know, potentially double the cost of the car. How are you going to convince anyone to buy it?
What the Australian government needs to do, anyone listening, I'm not sure, is that they need to subsidise it like that happening in California. So if you can knock 15 grand off the price of a car by having it in place because of the benefit it's giving, that's what will sell them.
Well, the Australian government's proven they're not too interested in that
have,
sort of
and
thing.
I'm just saying, bring it.
Well, that's it for Inside Line this week. As always, you can catch all the latest news and reviews here at drive.com.au, and make sure you jump on to join in the debate. See you next week.
See you later.